monthly birthstone collab using our Colourpop So Jaded palettes. And if you guys didn't know, this is actually our last birthstone look that we are doing. I cannot believe we've been doing this collab for a year now. I feel like it just went by like that. Like the first few were like kind of like, oh, I can't wait till the next month to do my look, because like it was so much fun in the beginning. I mean, it's still so much fun, but the fact that literally like the past few looks that we've done have went by like that, like seriously, like I feel like I just did my look for last month's look, but it's probably because I've been doing them more at the end of the month, so it feels like it was like more recent rather than at the beginning of the month. But I cannot believe that this is our last birthstone look together. I actually do have a Peridot look on my channel from the first look that I did with the palette, but I did that look with Brittany last August, and then me and Riri started collaborating using the So Jaded palette for our monthly birthstone looks in September of last year. So we've went from September's birthstone all the way to my birthstone, which is August, which is the Peridot. So that is the look we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to be doing a pretty different look from the last time that I did my Peridot look. I'm probably going to use like 2 colors in the crease and then kind of like bring the Peridot shade up here. So I think that'll be really pretty, but I cannot believe this is our last look. I absolutely love Riri. So before you watch my video, please go check out her channel. Her channel name is The Brutally Honest Beauty. She does amazing looks and reviews. She does first impressions. She does hauls. She does everything. If you're not following Riri, I don't know what you're doing, but she is literally such an amazing friend to me. We've been friends for almost a year now, because when we did our first collab back in September, I had reached out to her because I saw one of her looks that she did with the So Jaded palette. I think I maybe talked to her before that and told her to get the palette. I can't remember if that's the reason why she got the palette, or maybe she was already interested in it. I can't really remember. But anyway, she had said in that video when she did her first impressions on this palette, she said, if anyone wants to collaborate with me with this palette, let me know. And then I reached out to her and asked her if she wanted to do a birthstone look with me. And then she told me that she was down to do them every single month. So that's how it came to fruition. And I'm so excited. And I was so happy to do these looks with her because she is amazing. She does such an amazing looks. She always looks stunning, and I love her. I just love her to death. So let's get into this look. Okay, so let's pull my hair up and get started. I didn't even have a hair tie on my wrist, so let's do that. Okay, so let's jump into the palette. It's a really crappy day today here in Long Island, New York. There was a hurricane moving up the coast. If you guys didn't know, Hurricane Henry has been moving up the coast, and we basically got just like rain all day. So I actually stayed home today, but I spent the last 3 hours cleaning my room and cleaning out clothing that I just don't wear anymore. Like, this is literally the last J. Crew shirt I'm gonna keep. I might actually, I might throw on a different shirt. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to change because I wore that shirt in my emerald look, and I'm sure no one would have noticed if I wore the same shirt, but I would have, and it would have annoyed me, so I changed it to like this olive green shirt. So for my look today, I'm gonna mostly use Geodude and Jade, and we're gonna use those in the crease first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Colourpop crease brush, and we're gonna use the shade Geodude, and we're gonna take that on the inner part. So I'm going to do that first, just like that. That one like applied right away. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side, just like that. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a cut crease, but your girl is too lazy, so I'm probably just gonna do the green on the outer part and call it a day, and then do the lid shade. That's pretty much all we're gonna do today, folks. folks. I think I did a similar look when I did my look for the first look, but it's going to be a little bit different. So it's not going to be exactly the same. Okay, and then for the, let me just grab my color splitch because I need that. Like my tie-dye pants. Smoke and mirrors, people. Then I'm going to go into the Jade shade that I pointed to before. And we're going to take that on the outer part right here. And we're just going to blend it into that Geodude shade. These shades don't always love playing along together, and they end up being a lot less green than you would think, but they're both really pretty, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. But yeah, I spent the last like 3 hours cleaning my room. I started cleaning like right after I ate breakfast. I mean, granted, I did get up pretty late. I was about to say pretty early. I'm like, no, I didn't. I got up at like 11:30. I slept in hard today because I've been taking full advantage of the last couple days that I've had off because I have to work the next 4 days. So any downtime I have, I've been trying to take advantage of it. So, but this is the only day I'm going to be home for a while. So yeah, your girl's always doing something. Okay, so once I have that down, I wish I had more downtime. Ever since quarantine ended for me, like back in March when I had COVID, I have just been nonstop. Like, I might have a day or two to myself every month, but your girl never has enough time for herself. So it's like I'm either seeing my boyfriend, working, or seeing friends. I'm like, I need some time to myself. So it's not being selfish. It's just like I need to slow down a little bit. So now I'm going to apply my glitter glue off camera. Okay, and then, of course, for the lid shade, we're going to go into this beautiful shade called Peridot, obviously, because that is the birthstone for August, and that is my birthstone. And this is actually, I think I've said this like 5 million times, but this is my favorite shade in the palette. And I'm just going to pop that on my lid. I feel like this might be the shade, though, that might be getting a little bit old at this point. Like, I noticed that there's some air bubbles forming on the top of it, like, of the pan. Okay, I really want to bring that in this part right here just to make it sparkle. And I just want to like kind of be messy with it and kind of just bring it all over the lid. You don't have to do a cut crease to make this shade pop because it really is stunning. I'm just going to bring it all over the lid area just like that. I'm going to do a little bit more here. Oh, so stunning. And I'm going to do the same on this eye, obviously. I mean, again, it is similar to the last look I did, but we're going to change it up a little bit. It's not going to be exactly the same. Do you want to bring it up a little bit more here? To get it on the inner part. Yes, that's what I wanted. I'm going to do the same over here. Just build it up a bit more. Kind of just be messy with it and bring it all over the lid area. It's just, oh, it's such a stunning shimmer. It's one of their best shimmers they've ever done. It's just so freaking gorgeous. I'm just going to bring that up a little bit. See, just like that. Ugh, gorgeous. You can be messy with these shades, and honestly, they still are going to have the same effect. Like, it's still going to be blinding on your eyes. that's why I love this palette. You guys know, it's my favorite palette ever. Okay, so once we have that on, I'm just going to bring a little bit more of that Geodude shade. Not Geodude, Jade on my outer part right here. Just to kind of, you know, like half moon it a little. And kind of just blend it into the crease. That is perfect. And I'm going to do the same over here. Yep, that's what I wanted. And that's pretty much it for that. And then the only other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on my Precious on my brow bone, which is the shade that I use every time on my brow bone for these looks, because it's the brow bone highlight in the palette, so I always use it on my brow bone. Torn as to what I want to use on my inner corners, but I kind of want to echo a little bit of what Riri does with this palette. I just need to find a tissue somewhere. Give me a second. So what I'm going to do to echo Riri is I'm going to take the Super Shock shadow in here called Diamond. If I could get it on my finger. And I'm just going to tap that over that shade. I don't know if that's really doing anything because the shade might be too pigmented, but I'm going to try and add some extra sparkle. Yeah. Yes, that's pretty. Yes. And I'm going to do the same on this eye. Just to add some extra sparkle. I think that added something, right? I think it's pretty. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyes for now. So now we're going to move on to the rest of my face. Okay, and then for the foundation, I'm going to use my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I just went in with my MAC Fix Plus Cucumber Spray, and then I went in with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer by Colourpop as well. And now I'm going to use the coinciding tinted moisturizer. I'm trying to use this up, so I would like to use this as much as I can. Even though it's getting like a bit liquidy, it still feels okay on the face, so I'm just gonna use that. So I cannot believe this is our last look. It's definitely made me use this palette. I mean, it was my most used palette last year, regardless that I got a lot of palettes. And it was my most used palette in 2018 when it came out? Maybe it was 2019, I think, September 2019. So it has been my most used palette in my collection since it came out. I use it all the time. But this even like had me whip it out even more than I would, because like I have to use it for these looks, and it's not like I ever get tired of using it. It's like, oh, I have to use that palette again. It's like I just can't wait to create new looks with it every time. That is like, it makes me so excited to use it, and it just like makes me create looks that I probably would not do if it wasn't for this collab series. So I've just been having a blast with Riri. It's been so much fun. I'm glad that we were able to get a few other YouTubers to join us on a few of the birthstones. Like for Christmas, we had Kaylee and Allie join us, and that was awesome. And then for Riri's birthday, I got Xenia and Kaylee to join me again. And then this time, I don't know if anybody's joining us, but it was my birthday this past month. So my birthstone is Peridot, and my sign is Leo, which my sign look will be coming up soon as well. I was thinking about combining the looks together, but I kind of have something different in mind for Leo to do that I just decided to make my Peridot look on its own, and then I would do my Leo look hopefully later this week. We will see though. Not sure when I'm gonna have time to do it, but I knew I had to do my birthstone look first. My birthstone look always takes priority because that is my first. But at least since it's going to be over now, I don't have to worry about doing my birthstone look as much anymore because the series is over. So now I just have to find days where I can do my zodiac looks every month. This is going to be the last month where I have to squeeze in my zodiac look. And then next month when I have like a day to myself, I'll be able to do my zodiac looks probably a little bit faster. Like if I didn't have this look to do today, obviously I would do my Leo look, but my birthstone look always comes first. Excuse me. I don't know why my throat is getting so raspy sitting here. So yeah, I've been cleaning most of the day. I do feel a little bit lighter because I did get rid of some clothing. I got rid of a lot of pajamas that I'm not really wearing, but I also got rid of a few shirts. I gave a few shirts to my mom. Because the thing about my mom is that she tells me to clean out my clothing, and then she'll give me like 5 shirts out of her closet that she doesn't wear. And I'm just like, Mom, if you want me to clean out my clothes, she wants me to keep the stuff that she gives me, but then get rid of stuff that I buy. And it's like, no, I'm not going to get rid of the stuff that I buy like right away because I spent my own money on it. Why would I get rid of it right away if it's stuff that I wear and I bought it because I wear it? So she gives me like 4 colors of the same shirt that she doesn't wear anymore, and it's like, well, how am I supposed to get rid of any clothing if you were giving me four of the same shirt? Which I ended up keeping all 4 of them because I actually really like wearing them in the fall and winter time. But I asked her if she wanted to take back like 2 of the shirts for herself because I don't need all 4 of them. And she was like, no, I'm not going to wear them. I'm like, okay, so how am I supposed to get rid of anything? But I did give her like 1 or 2 older Lucky shirts. Like Lucky t-shirts, excuse me. And then I got rid of mostly all of my Free People shirts just because like I don't need them anymore. Like I really don't wear them too often. So now I'm just going to set my face with my Becca powder. I was about to say concealer. I don't know why. It's not a concealer, Caitlin. It's a powder. But I'm pretty tired because I've been cleaning for the past like 3 hours. Like I started right after I ate and I didn't stop until like a half hour ago. So I was like, I need to sit down and film and kind of relax for the rest of the day. So I just need some downtime. Okay. Now we're just going to set my face with my Wet n Wild powder, and then we'll jump into the lower lash line. So to make this look a little bit different from the last Peridot look I did, I mean, the last Peridot look I did was much more glam than this. This one's a little bit more toned. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use the shades Emerald and Jade on my lower lash line. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. I am going to use the shade Pearl on my inner corners. We're going to take that and just bring it in here. Pretty high, honestly. Just so we can wrap that around. Love this shade for the inner corners. It's one of my all-time favorites. I'm just going to take that and just loop it around. That is stunning. Oh, so pretty. And then we're going to do the same on the other eye. So how are you guys doing? I hope everybody's staying safe in this weather. Staying safe with everything going on. I know there's a lot going on right now, and honestly it's been overwhelming me quite a bit. It's been making me more anxious, and I just want to know if everybody's okay. Like, how are you doing? Like, I genuinely would like to just check in with you guys and see how you're doing, because there's a lot. So, but we're not going to get into it right now. I just want to know if everybody's doing okay. So I finished Big Little Lies. That was the last show that I watched, and that was really good. But I haven't started another show yet. I've watched all of Broadchurch, which was amazing. Oh my god. Then I kind of take a break from a show for like 2 or 3 days just to like process it and like, you know, see how I feel about it and stuff like that. And then I start looking for a new show to watch eventually. I think I'm gonna start watching Little Fires Everywhere. I heard that that was really good, and I'm kind of on a Reese Witherspoon kind of kick now because she was in Big Little Lies, and she's also in Little Fires Everywhere, and she's in The Morning Show, which I'm also thinking about watching too. My mom watches that show. I got my mom in Big Little Lies, and then she told me to watch The Morning Show, so I think I'm gonna watch that too. So now I'm gonna use the shade Jade. It's so hard to say the shade Jade because shade and jade. So I'm going to use that on the inner part. Let me see if I like this. Foist. I mean, I know I'm going to like this shade, so. Maybe I should do a halo, but I already brought this one too far in, so it's fine. Not a big deal. Just gonna run with that. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm going to take the emerald shade and put it on the outer part. But does that go? Not really. What should I do? What should I do? I was thinking about just bringing the jade shade all across and then kind of adding a little bit of shimmer. So let me just do that. So I think I'm just going to bring the jade shade all across the under eyes. That is Geodude, but it's okay. That's a lighter color anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I like that. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm kind of winging this look today because I didn't really have anything planned. I had a general idea, but I'm mostly winging this look. I'm just going to take a little bit more pearl. Kind of just make it a bit brighter. And do the same over her. I really want to put emerald somewhere though. But do I? I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I really like how it looks. I don't really want to put emeralds in here. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, and then for my, for my mascara and everything, let me just prime my lashes. Okay, and then for the bottom lashes, the top lashes, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Lash Freak. It's my favorite, like, lengthening, volumizing mascara. It's just amazing. So I'm just going to use that. I just primed my lashes with my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer as usual. But I swear, every time I wear the Peridot shade, I just cannot stop staring at it. Again, I'm not... Sorry, I don't know why my dog is barking. I got rid of a few clothing items, so I put them in a big bag, and my mom's bringing it downstairs. So Luna just goes crazy every time she goes downstairs. So if you hear dogs barking, that's why. Luna just hates the basement. Every time we open the door, she just starts barking her head off. And then Watson starts barking too. Because if my mom decides to empty the humidifier downstairs, she goes nuts. Okay, guys. Mr. Watts. Watts. Oh, they make me laugh. They're just barking because my mom might be emptying the, I'm just going to use the black Marc Jacobs liner. She might be emptying the humidifier and like the water out of it, and Luna goes crazy for that too, so. I wasn't sure what liner I wanted to use, so when in doubt, just use black. Yeah, she's emptying the water, so Luna just goes berserk. It's like whenever my mom has anything with water in it, like when she goes to fill the water fountain, she puts like a gallon of water in the water jug, and Luna goes crazy for that too. She'll bark at her nonstop, and like she's a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to use my Lash Discovery on my bottom lashes, and that's pretty much it for the eyes. Okay, for bronzer, I'm just going to use my trusty dusty Milani Dolce bronzer. So I'm going to use that. So what shows do you guys recommend? I would love to hear your recommendations. I'm always looking for a new show to watch, so let me know. Seriously. I am always in the market for a new show. I've seen a lot of shows. I am a show junkie, so. And I've seen a lot of movies too, but if there's any movies that I should see, let me know. I watched a lot of movies during quarantine back in December when my mom had COVID, and then I watched a lot of movies when I had COVID, so. I just watched Jungle Cruise with Josh on my birthday. That was really funny, actually. It was really cute. It's not like the greatest movie, but I always know that Disney movies are going to be fun, so I always know they're going to be like fun to watch. Okay. I am too lazy to get up and get other blushes, but I do have quite a few blushes in front of me. But I'm just going to use this Enchanted Rose blush in the Disney Midnight Masquerade collection from Colourpop, and this is Enchanted Mirror. I love this blush. I was on such a kick with this blush when I first got it. I wore it almost every single day. It's like the most gorgeous, like peachy colored blush. I love it so much. Their blushes really are not the same anymore. Honestly, the blushes that came out with the Animal Crossing collection I wasn't too crazy about. They were very lightly pigmented. They were pretty. Also, the ones in the Hello Kitty collection were super glittery, but again, they were pretty. But the quads that came out recently, like the blush quads with the highlighter, so dusty and powdery. Those are not very good. But the ones from this collection is my all-time favorite collection from Colourpop, the Midnight Masquerade collection, the Disney one. Their Disney collections for the princesses are always gorgeous. The Frozen collection was amazing too. I just wish they would have done a highlighter and a blush for Elsa and Anna instead of the glitterily obsessed glitters, because I never really use those. Okay, and then for the highlight, I'm just going to use what's in front of me because, again, your girl is lazy. I'm going to use this Jaded Glow highlighter in the shade Saxon Fifth. This one's almost a straight up dupe for Give Me Glow's Halo, which is what I would have used today anyway if I wasn't using this. But it has like a slight greeny hue to it, and it's so damn pretty. Woo! She is definitely glowing. And I also haven't used these JD Glow highlighters really with my Colourpop brush, and it really brings out the pigment way more than my Anastasia brush used to. And it really like shows like how intense these are, because when I first got these, I was so underwhelmed with them. Not that they weren't gorgeous, but they weren't as intense and blinding as my Give Me Glow. I mean, don't get me wrong. My Give Me Glow highlighters are pretty much my go-tos whenever I want something like super glowy and intense. But this is damn pretty and glowy and intense with this brush. So it definitely changed my mind with the JD Glow highlighters, and now I think they're really, really stunning. Woo! Oh, that is pretty. I know I've actually been reading like a couple of people on Reddit and on like YouTube and stuff. They're like, do you guys think that that YouTube is over? That highlighter is over? And I will wear highlight until the day I die. I love how highlighter makes my cheeks look. I can't live without highlighter. I'm not that girl who skips highlighter and blush. I don't know how people skip blush too. I'm like, I need blush and highlight in my life all the time. So if I don't put blush and highlight on, I feel like my face just looks so flat. Like I can't just wear bronzer. I'm like, I need some color in my face. So that's why I love putting blush on. So I'm just gonna shower my face with some no filter Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid setting mist. I'm almost done with this. I'm so happy, but this is so good. Like I probably will end up repurchasing it. It really is the most hydrating setting mist that I have. It's great. I love it so much. Okay, and now I'm just going to brush through my brows. And then we just have to pick a lippy. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm gonna use the Gourmand Girls liquid lipstick in the shade Send Nudes. I want to use this again because I've only used it once. And of course I need to use something from Gourmand Girls in a video with Riri. I mean, duh. So I'm going to use this. I don't know if it's the right shade though. It's too pale. I want something more peachy. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm just going to use a gloss. I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics gloss in the shade Coqueta. This is actually the gloss that Riri gifted me for Christmas that I'm going to use in this video if I can get the hair off my dang face, because it feels like I have like a bunch of hair here. So I'm just going to use this because it's really pigmented and it looks so pretty with this. I just need a mirror because I can't see anything. And I was kind of feeling a glossy moment with this look, so. Maybe I should have used a lip liner. Kind of getting everywhere. Let me try using lip liner on the outside. Why am I always a mess? Always a mess. So I'm going to use Colourpop's BFF liner on the outside. Yeah, it's definitely better. Why am I, excuse me for the hashtag hot mess, Caitlin, is because, oh my god, I'm such a mess right now. I don't know why my nose is itching me like crazy. Getting real annoyed now. Alright, now I'm just gonna go back in with the gloss. Definitely looks better with the lip liner. This is taking forever. Alright, that's pretty much it, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes. The cheeks. And the lips. I really like how it turned out. I like this gloss with this eye. I think that this gloss pairs so beautifully with anything. I wasn't sure what lipstick I wanted to wear, and honestly, since I'm just staying home, I felt like just throwing a gloss on. And I really love this this blush with the highlight with this eye. I don't know if the blush looks like a little bit too much, but I love this blush. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I cannot believe this is our last birthstone look together. It's been a blast doing this with my dear friend Riri. I'm gonna try and put a playlist of all of our looks together so you guys can check out every single look, since this is the last look in our series. So if you guys are interested in checking out the other looks to see what we have done for the past birthstones, I will try and put a full playlist together for you guys so you guys can see that. For my brows, I just used the I brushed them through with a spoolie, and then I used my Colourpop clear brow boss gel in my brows, and then that was pretty much it. And yeah, I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819, and my Poshmark is pokerface8. No. Oh my god, that's my Twitter. No, my Poshmark is at the same handle at CPW819. Check out my Poshmark, see if there's anything you guys want to check out. I will negotiate good prices with you. Just message me and let me know. I love you so much, Riri. I love you tons and tons and tons, and I cannot wait to see your beautiful look. I actually saw it already in one of your videos, and it is stunning, so I can't wait to see how you created it. And I love you guys so much. Happy birthday to all the August babies. I always forget to say that in every single video, but now I'm saying it, of course, for my birthday month, and my birthday was 3 days ago. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye.